What's up, guys? It's Devon Kennard here, and today I have a special topic that means a lot to me, and that's the steps that I took to invest in my first rental property. And the first step is to gain the knowledge. So you have to become somewhat obsessed about learning about whatever it is you're doing. And for me, that was real estate, and it started with Rich Dad, Poor Dad. It was the first book I ever read that was about financial literacy and real estate, and it sparked my mind, and I kept going from there. So I started reading books, listening to podcasts, going to webinars, and just trying to soak up and absorb as much information as I could so I could understand what real estate was, how I could invest, and the options that I had. And that was so important for me because if you have no understanding, then it looks impossible, or you don't even know what you're doing, what you're talking about, and it's hard to get into it. But once you start learning and piecing things together and understanding what cash on cash return is, what ARV is, what cap rates are, what a loan is, just the basic, the language, it's just like anything else. You have to kind of understand what you're talking about. To a stranger, to one of you, I can draw up a football play and it looks like complete madness and gibberish, X's and O's and lines. It probably looks like a little kid drawing all over the board. But if I show that same picture to someone who's in the NFL or used to seeing football, they're like, oh, that is a cover 3 defense and the routes are a 7 route in a post. And so it's understanding the language, and you only do that by gaining the knowledge. So once I took that step at gaining the knowledge and having a basic understanding of real estate and what it was like to invest, that led me to step number 2, which was building a network. But you can't skip step 1 and go straight to building a network if you don't have the basic understanding, because then you don't know what questions to ask, who to talk to, how to talk to them. So people don't want to just give out handouts. If you haven't done any of the work beforehand and you go and trying to build a network and connect with people, but you don't know anything, they're going to be disconnected and they're not going to be committed to that relationship. But I found that when you do the work and you learn about what you're trying to do and you have basic knowledge, and then you come and approach yourself to contractors, to property management companies, to lawyers, to financial advisors, to other investors, all sorts of different people, but you have a knowledge, so you're asking good questions. You're trying to absorb and learn more and go to the next level. That's when people are willing to help you, and that's where you can start to build a network that helps you go to the next level. So once you've gained knowledge, then build a network, a team around you that's going to help you. The third and final step is to shoot your shot. And what that looks like is dependent on you. But for me, I'm kind of risk averse, and I was scared on my first deal. So it was after my rookie season in the NFL. I had a teammate of mine from USC that I was close with, and he was interested in real estate as well. And we connected with someone who was flipping homes in Indiana. And I had never been to Indiana, knew nothing about it, but I liked the fact that these homes out there were so cheap. So he was flipping homes, and he told us all about his business, and we met him at a meetup in Phoenix, Arizona. It was a big real estate meetup. So once again, building a network and trying to connect with people. And he told us about his business. We ended up going out to Beech Grove, Indiana, looking at a bunch of his properties, checking it out, and we found a property that was $86,000. He just recently renovated it, so it was low maintenance. It's what in the real estate world we call a turnkey property, because it was already ready to go. And all we had to do was purchase the property, and it was going to start cash flowing because there was a tenant already in there. So we made the decision, let's shoot our shot, man. So me and my partner put $12,000 in each. I put the loan in my name, so I had a little bit more liability, but I felt comfortable with it because it was only an $86,000 property, and we bought the property. It was cash flowing every month, and it's doing well. And 4 years later, we ended up selling the property for over 100% return, not including the cash flow we collected along the way. So just by doing those 3 steps, it led us to a property with over 100% return our very first time. So it is possible. Anyone can do this in real estate or anything else that you're doing. But those are the 3 steps that really make a difference and that have changed my life. And I find that I continually repeat those steps. So once I did that, I gained more knowledge. But now the knowledge I'm gaining is real life because I had my first property. And I was gaining that knowledge and networking with more people, building a better network, and shooting my shot over and over. And that's led me to the portfolio that I have today. So that's what I wanted to share with you. If you guys like this, make sure you subscribe to my channel, like, comment, and share, and let's continue to grow together.